set the alarm clock and punch the time clock. That's what America's all about, being in charge of your own destiny and working your ways up. And that's why we want to incentivize work through programs like the Earned Income Tax Credit. You work, we help. And the minimum wage is another way to help those who can only find jobs with entry-level wages by incentivizing and rewarding work. Like the EITC, it helps those who are trying to help themselves. Two of our neighbors, Connecticut and Massachusetts, have raised their minimum wage above the federal standard to address higher costs of living. And so, while we would prefer the federal government to act to keep us competitive, this year, our administration will join with Speaker Shelley Silver in pushing for a responsible raise in the minimum wage. We'll create a new incubator that will offer foreign entrepreneurs the tools and legal support they need to develop their businesses right here. And we'll increase opportunity for the city's minority and women-owned businesses so that those firms can compete for and win more city contracts. And to really drive at the heart of the unemployment problem, we'll go to the neighborhoods where the problem is the worst, like here in the South Bronx and in central Brooklyn. We'll launch a new effort to mobilize businesses, community groups, nonprofits, and city agencies to create new job opportunities in those communities. For instance, with the Young Men's Initiative, we'll develop opportunities for New Yorkers to earn while they learn, the skills required by the knowledge economy. We'll also create incubators, especially to help low-income entrepreneurs get off the ground. If we can succeed in raising employment in the most depressed neighborhoods, and I believe we can, then we can not only improve people's lives, we can not only improve the safety and stability of those neighborhoods, we can build on the work of the Center for Economic Opportunity in helping the next generation of residents break the cycle of poverty that has plagued those communities for too long. A teacher hired in 2002 at a starting salary of $31,000 can now make $78,000, similar to what their peers from the suburbs make. The burden of paying back college loans can sometimes lead top-level students to cross teaching off their list of possible careers. But we need their talents in our classrooms. Our kids need them. And so we're proposing to create an incentive to anyone who finishes college in the top tier of their class. Come teach in our schools. And if you commit to stay, we'll pay off up to $25,000 of your student loans. Our teachers deserve that, and so do our children. And all across the city, we'll continue reclaiming and revitalizing our waterfront. We'll open Rockaway Park in Queens. We'll complete the reconstruction of McLaren Pool in Williamsburg and the first phase of Calvert Vaux Park in Bensonhurst. And we'll transform Pier 5 of Brooklyn Bridge Park into soccer fields and open spaces. And here in the South Bronx, we'll begin construction of Soundview Park. And out in the harbor, we'll continue transforming the island as time pass by with 30 new acres of parkland that will make Governor's Island one of the great waterfront destinations in the world. The NYPD's counterterrorism program will add more than 1,000 advanced cameras to sensitive areas, deploy more license plate readers to bridges and tunnels, and expand the use of radiation detectors that are wired to the Lower Manhattan Security Coordination Center, which can respond immediately to any questionable readings. We are safe. We're going to keep ourselves safe. None of this will be easy, but everything that I've talked about today, we can complete or make meaningful progress on in 2012. We'll work collaboratively with our partners in city government and in Albany to achieve great things and pioneer new innovations. And that's the way it should be, because this is a city where the line between the possible and the impossible is routinely erased, and where the arc of human fate is bent by ambition and ingenuity and hard work. That's always been true here, and it's never been truer, I think, than it is today. The sense of possibility that leads us to pursue big dreams and high ideals. That is the essential spirit of our city, and we see it every day. We see it in the immigrants who continue to come here and stay here to build a better life. We see it in the artists and entrepreneurs who spend every waking hour pursuing their passions. We see it in the parents who work like mad to give their children a better life. This spirit of promise and possibility is all around us, today and every day, never more full of promise and possibility. Because in the words of Governor Morris, there is nothing we the people can't do. Thank you, and God bless you.